girls, we are going to be revisiting powerful words. You know, we've talked about this before, and we've been using different genres to look for powerful words in our reading. Now, the focus this unit is on poetry, and a lot of authors use powerful words in their poetry as well. Okay? Now, the reason we want to look for powerful words is because it gives us new vocabulary to use, and it helps us understand the meaning of those words as well. And then once we know the understanding or what they mean, we can also use them in our own writing, okay? So today, what I want to do before we get started and before I model for you once again how to look for powerful words in poetry, I want to revisit our strategies for finding powerful words in our reading, okay? So can someone tell us, what is the first strategy that we talked about when we're looking for powerful words? Jesus? Reread. Sometimes if we don't know what the word is in the sentence, or we're having a hard time understanding the word, it's helpful for us to go back and start at the beginning of the sentence or the beginning of the paragraph and then reread again. Okay, what's another strategy that we can use? You guys already have this chart copied in your genre section, but I just wanted to make sure that we went over it one more time so that we understand what the strategies are that we can use. Okay? All right. Now today I'm going to model for you once again how to look for powerful words, but this time in poetry. This is the story The Night Before Christmas. Right? Can you guys remember? Do you remember that story that you read to us? I really like this book because it has a lot of powerful words in it, and it's really exciting to read. Now, I'm only going to read a small part of this book, okay? And I'm going to model for you how to determine what a powerful word is, okay? So as I'm filling out my chart today, you are also going to be filling this in the powerful word section of your Reader's Writer's Notebook, okay? All right. So, was The Night Before Christmas, and this is by Clement C. Moore. "'Twas the night before Christmas, when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse." I'm going to stop here already because I found a word that I feel is pretty powerful, and I don't really hear it used very often in stories. Can anyone maybe take a guess at what that word might be? Creature. The word creature. Okay? A lot of times I don't hear that used, and I don't know if I'm really sure what that might mean. Okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy the sentence into my powerful word section of my Reader's Writer's Notebook just as I see it in the book. Okay? So, if I'm writing, you're writing. Okay? So I'm going to copy the sentence, and I want you to do the same thing. So the first thing I want you to write in your powerful language section is the word sentence. So my sentence in the story that I found the word creature in says, "Not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse." So that's what I'm going to copy because that's what the author has written. You want to make sure that you've copied it exactly as the author has written it. Okay. Yes, Don? You know what? I think that's a really good idea, and I was just going to say that. Thank you for reading my mind. When we're finding our powerful words, because I also feel like I find another powerful word in here. Sometimes there's more than one in the sentence, so I want to be sure that I know which one I'm talking about exactly. So I'm going to underline the word creature because that's the powerful word that I am looking for. And I'm going to try and figure out if I can figure out the meaning of the word. So I want to make sure I'm going to underline it. Okay? Now, the next part that we would want to do is we want to figure out what I'm going to use to figure out this word. Now our strategies, we went over them and we listed them. So, what I do a lot of times when I come across a word that I might not know is I like to reread my sentence. Okay? So not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. Okay? So one strategy that I've used is the strategy of rereading. Okay, so let's record reread. Now, even though I've reread it, sometimes that doesn't always help. Okay? But I think I found something in this sentence that's ahead of the word that's going to help me try and figure it out. So, not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. Okay, so now I'm thinking that a creature might be something that's like a mouse. Okay, so I needed to read ahead in my sentence to see if I could figure out the word. So the other strategy that I've used is read ahead. So I've reread the sentence, I've read ahead, and now I'm starting to think that I can make a prediction or a guess on what I think the word might be. And that reading ahead strategy helped me when it said not even a mouse. So I think that my prediction, which is the next part, is going to be that a creature is maybe a small animal. Okay, so I want to record that in the prediction part of this chart. So I predict that the word creature means a small animal. Now, even though I've used all these strategies and I have predicted my own definition, does that always mean that that definition is correct? Not always. So where would I go if I want to find the exact or the correct definition of the word? Where would I look? Shirley? I would need to look it up probably in a dictionary in order to help me figure it out. Okay? Now I've already done this today, and I flagged a spot in the dictionary where I found our word. And let's see. Once I found the word creature, the dictionary definition says that it's a noun, and it is an animal or insect or person. So I want to copy what the dictionary has said it means. Okay, so that's the next part I need to do. So I need to copy what the dictionary says the word means. Okay, so it says an animal or insect or person. Was my prediction pretty close to the actual definition? Yes. Okay. The next part is I would need to sketch. So just make a little drawing of what I think a creature might be. And because the book mentioned a little mouse, I think I'm going to draw something that looks similar to a little mouse. Okay. Now you don't always have to be the best artist. As long as you know what you mean, so that it helps you visualize what the word looks like. Okay? that you know what it means, you've predicted what it meant, okay, and you've used strategies to help decide what it means, it's important for us to use it in our own sentences. So, if a creature is a small animal, I'm starting to think, where might I find small animals? Or where have I seen small animals before? What might be a place? Cheyenne?
A zoo?
Could be a zoo. Where else? Right?
In a wall?
In where?
In a wall?
Ooh, in a wall. Where else?
A wildlife sanctuary.
Okay, wildlife sanctuary. Where? In a pet store? Okay. Moses?
Water.
By water. You know what I like to do in the summer? I like to go up north a lot, and I like to hang out in the woods. So a lot of times it reminds me of seeing small creatures, even in the woods sometimes. But you could use any of those places to include in your sentence. So I'm going to write a sentence that says, wow, I was walking in the woods I spotted a small creature. Okay? And I want to underline it again in my own sentence. Okay? Now, for guided practice today, what I want you to do and what I've done for you is I have cut up the rest of our story, it was the night before Christmas, into small sentence strips. And with your shoulder partner next to you, what I want you to do is I want you to find a powerful word in your sentence strip. And then what I would like for you and your partner to do is go through the process that I just modeled for you. So you're going to be writing the sentence as you see it on your sentence strip. You're going to decide what strategies you're going to use to figure out what it means. You're going to make a prediction, find the dictionary definition, make a sketch, and then come up with your own sentence to use it in. So read through your sentence strip with your partner. See if you can find a powerful word.
Okay.
And then just like I did up here. Sure, if you want to underline it on there, you can. And then just like I modeled for you, I want you to create that in your powerful word section. Just as you see it. Remember that you need to make a prediction before you start going to your dictionary, okay? I see a lot of you just jumping to the dictionary right away. Make sure you follow the process and you copy your sentence, you figure out what strategies you're going to use, and make your own prediction before you jump to the dictionary.
Yeah, and then we can use where they makes them go faster.
So you guys have chosen the right courses. Did you copy it down? And now you're trying to figure out what strategies.
It has to do something with the beach. The dictionary.
Okay, so make sure you copy it. You guys are already onto your sketch. Don't forget to maybe come up with a sentence together, or you can come up with a sentence on your own using that powerful word, okay? More rapid than eagles, his coursers they came.
We think it's like his reindeer.
Okay, so you think it's being used as in place of the word reindeer, okay? I know some of you are still working in your groups and you're starting to finish up either your sketch or your own sentence, but I would like to hear from a couple groups that have written their own and what they found in their definitions. So those of you,
Our word was coursers, and our sentence was more rapid than eagles, and his courses they came, and it's a noun. We found out, and like our strategies that we did was read ahead and read, and like courses we thought like in the little tablet we found like clues into thinking like it was like his reindeer. And like our dictionary definition was prediction was we thought it was St. Nicholas's reindeer, and our dictionary definition it was a swift horse, which like it's like a horse that can like run faster than a reindeer. And we didn't get to sketch it.
okay, you didn't get there, so you can finish that when we get to independent time. You can finish that part up, okay? But good job, girls. With your book today, I would like you to find one or two more powerful words in your own reading that you're doing, and I would like you to follow the same method that we used in our mini lesson, okay? towels and sponges and clothes, you can draw any one of those in your sketch. Please come join me again on the front carpet for our share time. So today what we were doing is we were looking for powerful words, and especially not only in our reading but especially in our poetry, because that's the unit that we're working on. And remember, the reason why we look for powerful words is that it helps us learn new vocabulary so that we may use it in our own sentences and use it in our own writing as well. Okay, so what I asked for you to do is to look through a poetry book, meanings in that sentence. Good. And what did you find? What was your prediction? What was that? Rotten. So your prediction? Okay. And you drew some potatoes going bad? Okay, good. Let's see, anyone else that would like to share? Yumna?
The powerful word sentence is seeking out new experiences and new encounters.
Okay, so what was your powerful word that you chose? Encounters. Okay. And your prediction?
Specific people.
Specific. Good.
And dictionary definition is people met unexpectedly.
People met unexpectedly. Do you want to share your sketch with us? Okay, so you have a sketch of two people meeting. Now remember, your next step, and I don't think you had a chance to get to it today, but would be to what?
Your sentence.
Yeah, make sure that you include it in your own sentence so that we know that we understand the meaning of the word. Okay, I'll have about 2 more people share, and then we'll finish up. So let's have Ray, and then Zephiah, you can go ahead and share.
My powerful word was a saturated mendo. I read and read ahead.
So what was your word? Your sentence was a saturated metal, and what was your word?
Saturated.
Saturated, good.
And strategies rules, I reread and read ahead. And my prediction was a shiny metal. And then my dictionary definition was soak through, and I drew a sponge.
Good, you drew a sponge. Awesome job. And Zephiah.
My word was squirrel, and my powerful word sentence was birds all the summer day flutter and quarrel her.
Oh, so what was your
Wait.
word? What was your powerful word that you found in that sentence?
Quarrel.
Quarrel, okay.
And the sentence was birds all the summer day flutter and quarrel here in the arbor like tent of the law. And the strategies I used was sound it out, reread and read ahead. And the prediction was like screeching, annoying birds. All because like it said quarrel, so I thought maybe it had something to do with birds because it said like the first sentence was birds. And the appropriate dictionary definition was in like an angry despite, to argue or disagree, to fight with words.
Okay. And did that make sense in your reading then? Good. Do you want to share your sketch with us? Nice job today, boys and girls. Remember that as you are reading, even if you're reading poetry or you're reading a personal narrative, remember that there are powerful words everywhere, and that sometimes we need to stop and go through this process in order to help figure out what they mean, and then we can use them in our own writing as well and apply it into Writer's Workshop. Okay? Any questions with today? All right, great job. You guys can head back to your